ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, mothers, fathers, sons, and daughters. Welcome to the Shake Hands Podcast. My guest today, Reanah Utterback, and her father, Shane Utterback. Today, we're interviewing them down at Rumble by the River. It's a tournament that Brian Keck puts on. You can win a golden catfish. Have you wrestled this tournament before?
Yes.
You did? Okay, one thing I thought I'd tell you before the interview started. Elaborate on your answer. Don't just say yes or no, all right? Because if your answer is yes or no, it's going to come out pretty quick. Okay, so you have wrestled this before. Have you won the catfish? Or have you won this tournament?
Wasn't it last year?
Yeah, you
Pretty
won
sure
the
last year.
You won the girls division last year?
Yes.
Okay. So you got a catfish last year?
Yeah.
Okay, so now you're looking to get another one? Or
Totally.
two?
Both of them.
Both of them. So you're going to wrestle the girls division tomorrow? And then the boys division on Sunday?
Yes.
Nothing wrong with that. Might as well win both of them. So tell me a little bit about yourself. How old are you, first of all?
I'm 12 years old.
She's 12 years old. So you're 7th, 8th grade?
7th.
6th grade?
7th.
7th grade. 7th grade. And I'm going to ask you questions. Usually I tell you this before we turn on the cameras. That I know the answers to sometimes. But people at home don't. So if you're like, you know me, why would you ask that? It's because they don't know you and I want them to get to know you. So you've been wrestling since you were how old?
4.
4 years old. So you basically, your dad's like, oh, she's so cute, let's put a singlet on her. And then he took you to the wrestling, or was that somebody else's idea?
Watching my cousins.
Oh, you have cousins that wrestle. And how old are they now? Oh, they're old? You don't have to know the exact
14,
age.
16.
Okay.
Something like that.
So now, I bet you're pretty excited about the girls wrestling. Has been booming lately. I bet you that makes you excited. So what are the things that you've noticed since you were little, if you remember, to where you are now? What has changed about the opportunities you have as a girl?
When I was younger, only boys were wrestling, so we had to wrestle all the boys. And then now more girls have started to wrestle.
Yeah, more girls and more girls. So you had to wrestle the boys, but from my memory, you beat a lot of them, yeah? So what's some of the big tournaments you've won, or some boys that you've beaten that maybe somebody might know out there? Do you know any boys that you know that have won some stuff that you beat? Or is there any big tournaments you've won in the boys division?
Grade school, probably.
Grade school state?
Yeah, when I was a lot younger.
Yeah.
You just won it last year.
I did?
2 years ago.
Oh, okay. 2 years ago.
2 years ago. So have you won like girl state championships and stuff like that? Did they have that?
Yeah.
Okay, so how many state titles have you won? You know?
Too
One.
many to count.
There you go. All right, I like that. Too many to count. So it's just keep winning, keep winning, keep winning. Now, what are your plans going into high school? Are you going to wrestle girls, boys, girls and boys?
Both.
Do you know?
Try to wrestle both.
Try to wrestle both. Now, we were talking a little earlier. You said something about wanting to be a 160-pounder your freshman year?
106
Oh,
pounder.
106. I get those 6. I'm dyslexic. It happens all the time. So you're thinking about wrestling 106, but how much did you weigh today?
100.4.
So let's see. So 100.4, that
got
gives you 2
6
pounds
pounds in a year.
in 2 years. You can gain 1 pound a year for the next 2 years. Well, you probably could. You didn't cut weight yet for this weekend, did you?
Nope.
Kind of just walking around all fat and happy, all porked up.
No.
Is that bacon grease dripping off? No. Is this the biggest you've ever been?
No.
You've been bigger?
Way bigger.
Way bigger?
Like 105.
Yo, a whole
That's
pound.
actually the beginning of the week.
Oh no, she weighed 100.4
Oh, yeah.
today.
Oh, you weighed 100.4. I thought you weighed
100.4.
104.
No.
Okay, I'm like, man, a whole pound? That's bigger? That's way bigger?
Yeah,
Oh,
she's
okay,
been
I
as
got
big
you.
as 105 during football.
Then
You play football
season.
too?
I did.
You
Until I
did.
got over. We did really bad.
You did bad. It's not your fault though, right? What position you play?
Tailback.
Tailback. So what about defense? What position you play on defense?
Linebacker.
Nice. That's a tough spot right there. So you started when you was 4. Your cousins wrestled. So who's your coach? Your dad? I see coaching outside the mat. Did your dad wrestle? Did you wrestle? Yeah, you're right here. I guess I can ask you.
I wrestled from the time I was 3 all the way through high school, and then did a little old timer stuff afterwards.
All right. So now, when you knew you had a girl, was you like, man, I wanted to wrestle because she's a girl? Was that going through your mind at times? I know girls wrestling wasn't as big back then. what made you think, I got a daughter and let's try this?
Well, we were watching wrestling, and she actually decided, Dad, I can do that. And I just kept telling her, no, there's no way. You're a girl. There's no way you're doing this. And we took her to a couple tournaments. She liked it. I tried to burn her out. It didn't work.
Thing is, I've never seen her suck at wrestling. Like, I don't, and some kids are like that. From they start wrestling, they're already fairly good at it, and then they just get better. And I've never seen her not be good, so I don't know. Was you good when you was little? Was you winning when you was little? Or is that something you progressed the last couple years?
Probably when I was littler.
You was little,
Probably.
She took second in her first tournament ever.
there you
Won
go.
the next 3.
Yeah. Well, that would explain it then.
With like 3 basic moves.
Okay. So, you are the second girl I've had on the podcast. So you're only my second girl that I've interviewed. So, what do you think separates you from the boys, other than the fact you're a girl? Is there anything that you do different, or anything that you have girls training partners? Do you train with just girls anywhere? Do you do dual teams with girls? What kind of stuff do you do that boys don't do?
I wrestle with the girls' dual team,
And what's the name of that?
the Black Mambas.
The Black
Midwest
Mambas.
Black Mambas.
Midwest Black Mambas. Yep, I've heard of them. So you like doing that? Who coaches that?
My dad and Matt Schmidt.
Matt Schmidt and your father. All right. So how far do you guys travel with that stuff? How far have you traveled as an individual, and how far has your team traveled?
The farthest we went is probably New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Yeah.
That is pretty far. Atlantic City?
Yep.
Out of the
Yep.
New Way Duels?
Yep.
All right, yeah. That's Rob. I don't say Steely. He's a good dude. That guy puts on some really great tournaments and gives a lot of opportunities to kids. There's some big duels out there in Atlantic City. So you've been there. Have you been to, what's some of the ones that kids talk about? Tulsa. Have you ever wrestled in Tulsa?
Yes.
Yeah, how'd you do down there?
Last year, we normally wrestle just the girls in like actual Tulsa because it's too much work to run building to building to building to building. We did it one year and it was
Brutal.
pain in the butt.
So have you ever placed down there? Yes.
I think it was first most of the time. Except there was one year they put me and the toughest girl the first round.
Oh yeah, you gotta love that. I love it when you go down there from Iowa and first round you got another kid from Iowa. That's always
Oh,
great
yeah.
when you drive 8 hours just to wrestle somebody that you wrestle back home all the time.
Or you draw an Oklahoma State champion right off the bat.
Yeah.
There's always that rumor that they don't treat the Iowas with much love and respect. So,
She's never placed in the boys division down there. We've been on the bubble.
right.
She's won the Trinity Award the last 2 years.
And the girls division,
In the
that's
girls
still
division.
impressive. I mean, I always tell my son, I've been watching you for years, and I think you're going to do amazing stuff. I'm excited that I know you. I'm excited to have you on the podcast, and when you go for that Olympic medal, I'm going to be like, yeah, I interviewed him first, check this out, and you all go crack and have a good time with it. So, what about AAU State now? Is it, you wrestle the boys division in that down in Fargo, at Wells Fargo? I mean, at the,
Most of the time, yes.
have you placed there or gotten close to placing in the boys division?
I placed.
You placed? Do you know what you placed?
Who'd you place last year? We beat.
I placed second.
You
State
second? That's not bad at all.
against Bo Cotto.
Bo, I know Bo, him and his brother Dax, and what's the older one? Ty. Yeah, their dad is a very good coach, and he's a skilled coach. Coaches Sergeant Bluff out there, so yeah, Bo's a pretty funny character. And little Dax, they've been on a lot of our teams going to those New Way events. They're good people out there. They got a lot of good wrestlers out there. You should have a good year.
She's placed in boys state, AAU state 3 times.
3 times.
8th, 4th, and
It's
2nd.
second.
Nice. What high school are you gonna wrestle for then?
Eddyville, Blakesford, Fremont.
What?
Eddyville,
Eddyville?
Blakesford,
Blakesford.
Fremont.
So that's like 3 towns or something?
Yeah, there's 3 different elementaries where I'll go up to high school.
I'll go up to one high school. And what division, do you know what division that is? 1A, 2A, 3A?
2A.
2A? Oh, 2A, you know what that means? You're gonna wrestle my son. So you get up to his weight because we're 2A
That's
also.
not gonna happen.
I'm gonna have to cut down. Well, he's gonna have to cut a leg off, but he's gonna have to cut down the rest of you. Because you guys both be in high school at the same
Cut like
time.
half his body off.
Just from here down.
Yeah.
So, now with the girls wrestling growing and stuff, What kind of things would you like to see happen to help grow women's wrestling even more? Is there anything that you think that could help make that happen even more and better for the girls?
I think there's a lot of younger ones and older ones in like high school, but I think we need more colleges to get women's wrestling so we can continue it for when we're older.
Do you know what colleges in Iowa have girls wrestling? I know Grandview just started.
Grandview, and then William Penn
William Penn, yep.
is gonna start it, I think, next year.
Yeah, there's a possibility. This might be a little premature. I heard that the ISI might be trying to take a camp down to William Penn. So that'd be kind of exciting. I'll get to see that campus. Have you got anybody that you know that's now wrestling in college that's a girl that you knew? Because I know you've been wrestling a while, and I know some girls that are wrestling in college now.
That are now wrestling in college?
Yeah, maybe they're starting, maybe they're not, but...
Hannah Michael.
Yeah, she's over at Grandview from the board.
Grandview. Emma Croc.
She's a Grandview.
I think most of them are at Grandview.
Yeah. Well, Grandview's got an incredible boys program, so I'm sure that they're looking to do the same thing as girls. Now, how far would that be away from where you live now?
45 minutes.
So that would be pretty nice for Dad to be able to come watch you wrestle.
William Penn's 10 minutes.
Oh wow, okay. So hey, it's like
Indian Hills is 15.
It's like write the check, write me the check. Who got the bigger check?
My wife works at William Penn.
Oh, okay, nice. That's even.
It works really good.
Man, that would be really special.
That's not her plan though.
Oh, what's your plan?
I want to wrestle for Iowa.
You want to wrestle for Iowa, so you want them to have a girls division, a girls team, right? Or are you trying to wrestle on a boys team?
I'll wrestle with the boys.
You wrestle with the boys? You think you take special leave?
Yes.
I'll remember to let him know that next time I see him. I got a 12-year-old says she can take you.
Tag him in the podcast.
What rule in wrestling would you like to see changed to because girls wrestling in college is freestyle. So would you like to see the folk style rules tend to be more freestyle? Would you wish that that there was some rules that were used in both or anything? Is there any rule that like they said, hey, we're gonna let you change a rule? What rule would you change?
For freestyle and stuff, I think it's fine the way it is. The only rule I don't like with girls is that we have to wear hairnets when we wrestle the boys divisions.
Do you know that's changed? They just changed the rule.
As long as it's up off your shoulders.
Put it in a bun, you don't have to wear hairnet no more. They just changed that rule. Just come out. So now, there you go. You just got to be able to tie a bun. Now me, I cannot do that, so I wouldn't be able to help you. But if you know how to put a bun in your hair or two little Princess Leia balls,
I'd braid it.
Braid it. But if it comes below your collar, I think it's still
You still have
illegal.
to tuck it.
We'll tuck it. It's
Tuck
way
it.
better.
Well, there you go. That'll be good then. Then you won't have to worry about that. Do you think you should be able to grow a beard? That's what.
No.
Not women, but boys. They want to grow beards, and they want to allow them to start growing a little bit of facial hair.
I mean, it's not my problem.
So you're not going to grow a beard?
No.
Okay, just checking. I didn't know if you were interested in growing a beard or trying. So tell me, your dad spoke about you have goals. Tell me about what's a short-term goal you might have in the next, say, year or so, next 5 years, and this, say, 10 years. What kind of goals do you have?
To get better at my shots.
Is that recording?
Shoot with my head down.
Yes. Get better at your shots. You shoot with your head down.
Yeah.
Maybe consider diving, like swimming, diving.
No.
That's a winter sport.
No.
It's a backup. You have a plan B? No. So you just want to get better at your shots. So short term, you want to improve your takedown shots.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What other kind of goals do you have?
Be a high school state champ, and then wrestle pride.
That's not bad goals. Not bad goals. What things do you do? Do you wrestle year round? Do you go to camps? What things are you doing to get better?
We sort of all year-round thing, because we wrestle during season, and then we have a lot of duels after season.
All right. So do you wrestle in the summer too?
Sometimes, yeah.
Did you wrestle while you played football? Were you still hitting the wrestling mats after football practices?
Yes.
So you gonna play football in high school too?
Yes.
Holy moly, football in high school. You might want to get above the 106-pound if you're gonna play football in high school. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, because all the boys said, "Oh, your coach isn't gonna let you." I was like, "I've already talked to coach. He doesn't care."
You're probably as tough as any of those boys. Well, let's go to commercial break and we'll come right back. You on the camera, we're gonna stay there. Be right back. Thank you. And welcome back to the Shake Hands podcast. We're in the second half of our interview with Reanah Utterback. I've always called her Utterback on the microphone, so I apologize. I see those names and sometimes I just go with what my brain says. My brain, it's a little scrambled at times, so sometimes it is what it is. So tell me about a match that you remember that was like a match that sticks out in your brain. You've had a lot of matches. What's a match that kind of really stands out to you?
Probably last year's state finals match.
With Bo?
Yes.
And walk me through that match. How did that match go? What went on before the match? What were you doing to warm up? Was you nervous?
Sort of.
Do you know Bo?
Yes.
So, was he flirting with you?
No.
You said no.
You did say no and shake your head. Yes, that's great.
As I know Bo, him and Ty are kind of ladies' men. So, okay, so you wrestled him, you was a little nervous because you knew him? Had you ever wrestled him before, like in competition? I mean, maybe have you practiced with him or wrestled him in competition?
No.
No?
I don't
Wrestled
think
on
so.
the same team as him a few times.
We're on the same team, but not actually wrestled against him.
No, okay, so walk me through the match. What happened?
First period, I'm pretty sure it ended up 0-0. And then, I think second period was 0-0. And then I
Wow.
chose down.
Bo's really good, and I know you're
Oh,
good.
no, yeah, I chose down.
Second period.
Second period, I guess. I got out. And then third period, he chose down. And 10.
You didn't get out. You got rode out.
Okay.
You got rolled out.
Okay, so
Like
it's
a
third
broken mule.
period. What did he choose?
He chose
He
that.
just chose down. And got a reversal with 15 seconds.
So he won 2-0.
Yeah.
That's an impressive, tight match. You gonna get revenge and beat him? You gonna wrestle him again sometime?
Yes.
Now, what grade is
Maybe.
he in? Is he in 7th grade now? Also?
Yeah,
Seventh grade.
Must be if he
He's
wrestled you
seven,
last
yeah,
year, he's
he's
probably
seven.
6th grade.
He's a little bit bigger.
Yeah, he's
Uh,
wrestling 105 this year.
Oh, and you wrestle 100.
Yep.
All right. Well, you never know who's gonna grow faster. You know, 1 month all of a sudden you shoot 5 inches up, you gain 20
You
pounds.
might go up to 105. He might come down to 100. You never know.
You never know what's gonna happen. So, what are some of the things that you want to thank your parents for, since you're sitting right here too? And your mom, what are the things that they do that's helped you in your wrestling career?
Probably taking me to practices and spending all this money.
Yeah, it is expensive going to all these tournaments and traveling around sometimes. It definitely can add on the pocketbook. What's probably one of the funnest wrestling trips that you've been on? That you can remember. What made it fun? What experience did you have that you're like, man, that was a fun time?
Probably down to Florida.
You went to Florida, Disney duels?
We have Disney duels with all the girls.
Yeah, I bet that was fun with all the
With
ladies.
no parents. It was
Oh,
fun.
she said with no parents.
No parents. I seen them
Oh.
once.
They had Brandon Pence as
Yeah.
chaperone.
Brandon was fun.
He just lets y'all run wild.
No. Some of us know.
Some of you good kids.
Some of us
behave.
got in trouble.
Yeah, yeah, that usually happens on
One had to
trips.
sleep in Jessica's room on the floor.
You got
That's
in
how
trouble.
bad it was. It was really funny.
Yeah, I've heard some stories of some wrestling trips. That could be fun. I know I've never been to Disney duels, but I've heard a lot of good things about it. So what kind of things does I know because I was told earlier where you at. What kind of things do you like to eat prior to wrestling or after you weigh in or during events?
After weigh-ins, I love to go to Burger King.
What's your favorite? What do you eat at Burger King? It's so delicious.
Burger King Jr.
Burger King Jr., huh? Are those like the Big Macs similar? Is that what that is?
No.
Or is that a, well, I know Whopper, but I don't know what a King Jr. is.
It's
a
hamburger.
It's a hamburger.
No, it's a hamburger with cheese and bacon.
So it's 2 hamburgers with cheese and bacon.
Yeah.
Man, I tell you what, that's gonna blow up a bathroom if I eat all that.
And then ice cream.
And then ice cream. What kind of ice cream? White or chocolate?
Vanilla or cookie dough.
What's your favorite drink?
Blue Gatorade.
Blue Gatorade. All right. What are some of your go-to moves in wrestling?
On my feet, it's probably my sweep single. If I'm down, it's normally a switch. On top, it's my chicken wing and a wrist.
Those are your go-to moves. Now everybody knows. So now you got to
That's
change
okay.
it. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I say. Watch the videos. See what I do. See what my kid does. See what this person does. Beat
Oh,
him.
I've
You still
had a
gotta beat him.
person watch all of my videos because they thought we were gonna wrestle, and then come to the next day we didn't even have to wrestle. It's kind of funny.
That's some scout. And then give me a little information. Who are some of the coaches besides your father? Of course, you said your father coached you that have coached you that you think have really helped you in your wrestling.
Brett Little, he is our high school coach. He's always been around. Even let me go from 4th grade into the high school, even though I wasn't allowed to. I was supposed to be in there.
Shh! Don't tell the AD. You can't say that. They don't watch. I only got a couple hundred people watch, so you don't have to worry. Now, 5 years from now, they look back. Who's some of your training partners? Who's like the person that pushes you in that room the most, or where you train at?
Probably right now would be Maddie Black,
How old is she?
sophomore.
In high school?
Yeah.
Right.
Tucker and Megan Black's
That's what I was.
Siblings.
That's what I was getting to. I'm like, wait
Yeah.
a minute. I know somebody named Black that wrestles. It was a girl.
Tucker and Megan.
Okay, well that makes sense then. Let's see this guy. So tell me, you got any brothers or sisters, and do they wrestle?
I have 3 sisters and a brother. Riley tried wrestling.
Are they older or younger?
She's older. She's the oldest.
Okay.
She tried it when she was 9.
She's about 13.
It didn't turn out too well. So she decided she didn't like it. And then Aubrey started wrestling, which she's the youngest. She tried it, did okay, but she doesn't have the roughness in it.
She's not rough and tough.
But we're gonna make her go to practices.
And how old is she?
Dad said she's 9.
9. Okay. Sometimes you don't have to be rough and tough. As long as she's smooth technique, she'll be all right. So what's your favorite wrestling shoe?
Favorite what?
Wrestling shoe.
Shoe?
Yeah. Asics, Nike, Brutus, Clinch Gear, Adidas.
I don't know what shoes are.
The ones you're wearing right now are
Yeah.
Adidas.
Yeah, my
They're
Adidas.
Varners.
You don't know what kind of they're Varners?
Yeah. I can't get her
See,
out
so,
of
No,
it.
they're
see, you're not a
red.
shoe girl, but I know some boys that can tell me what shoe, what year it come out, and I'm just like, how do you know that? And they're just all into that.
It's a shoe.
She has
Who
like
cares?
She has like 10 pairs, but she picks one.
All right. You got any wrestling quotes that you've heard over the years that you remember or that kind of resonate with you?
Not that I can think of.
See, my son's now, do you even watch college wrestling or
Sometimes.
Because I know some kids that like watch everything and they can tell you what happened. And like my own son, he don't watch. This year was the first year he started kind of getting into watching. Otherwise, he could care less about watching. He'll wrestle anybody anywhere, but he's not into. He'd rather do it than watch it.
Sometimes.
She'll watch it if I say something, like it's on, come watch it with me.
Yeah.
She'll come in for a while.
Or we go in and watch William Penn's kids wrestle sometimes.
Okay, that's cool.
Or I like to watch Iowa,
Yeah.
watch Jaron Glosser,
I don't know who that is. Who's Jared
kid
Goff?
from Eddyville.
Oh, he's from. Okay, well that makes sense. That's why you would like to watch him.
He's wrestling off for 149.
Nice. Good deal. Good deal. So you said that you're at 100.4. So over time, throughout the years, you've cut a little weight. What are some tips you would give other young wrestlers and athletes on weight management?
Take it slow and easy, day by day.
Day by day. what? Now you don't have to tell me exactly how much you cut, but what would be an amount you think kids should cut or shouldn't cut, or when should they not, or should they cut?
At the most,
Help some of these parents who got kids wrestling. Should they be cutting weight? How much weight do you think they should cut?
probably, it depends on the age, I think. Because I think older kids could cut way more than a lot of the younger kids, because the younger kids haven't fully developed anything yet. So they're not exactly prepared for it and stuff.
What's some foods or foods they should or should not eat if they're trying to
No
maintain
bread.
or watch their weight? No bread.
No carbs.
So you know about
Carbs.
carbs and proteins. Nice. A lot of kids don't even know that kind of information yet. I know I like to teach my wrestlers about what carbs are when they're young, even before they're actually using them, just so they're familiar with what they are, so that they know, pastas and whatnot.
What do
No
we eat
carbs.
during wrestling season? A lot of us.
Chicken.
Chicken is definitely a big food. So I like sometimes to ask, do you know any good jokes?
Good jokes.
You got a joke for me?
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Cow.
Cow who?
No, not cow. Wait. Knock knock.
That's hilarious.
She forgot a bone.
Who's
no,
there?
No. Okay. The interrupting cow.
Interrupting cow
Moo.
who? That's pretty funny. Get out of here. Alright. What's up? Is there anything that you'd like to tell me that maybe I haven't asked you about yet or anything? Is there nothing? What are some of your tournaments that you're looking to go to this year? Do you know?
State.
State? Yeah, but that's a long ways away. That's a few months off.
Tulsa.
Tulsa.
And then probably girls nationals and Colorado.
Girls Nationals, Colorado. See, there's tournaments that you do that I've never even heard of just because my
Well, it's
son is
normally in
apparently a boy.
Oklahoma, but it's moved.
Oh, okay.
Colorado.
They changed the place of it. Have you ever had to wrestle sick or injured?
Yes,
Yeah?
I wrestled sick.
How do you like that?
It was actually, I don't even, it was a while.
It was a while ago.
I was throwing up the night before, and I threw up that this morning, and they're like, nope, we're not going. I was like, I'm yelling. And I ended up winning the tournament, throwing up all day, but
Man.
I was like, no, I won. It's okay.
What advice would you give to parents of young ladies that may be interested in wrestling? Well, you had my third girl I had Day on, and I had Julian on. You're the third girl. I just blew my mind. All right, anyway, so what advice would you have, say, for other fathers or mothers? Because I know I coach a junior high team, and I got a girl right now whose mom says she can't wrestle, and I've got to call her up and try to talk her into it. So what advice would you give, say, that mother or something that maybe thinks that their daughter shouldn't be wrestling, or the father thinks their daughter shouldn't wrestle? Or if a girl's just maybe interested?
I say, if you want to try it, go ahead and try it. It's better off to start younger, but if you're starting now, try it, see if you like it.
What do you like about wrestling?
All of it.
As opposed to, say, volleyball or girls basketball or something else? What's different about wrestling?
Don't get me started with basketball.
That's
Absolutely.
a four-letter word in our house.
I'm with you on that.
It's not basketball. It's a pumpkin pusher.
I call it basketball.
It's a pumpkin pusher.
So, do you like the individual part of wrestling as well as the team part, or is that more stressful? How do you handle the stress and the pressure?
I like wrestling by myself, but I think it's also nice wrestling with a teammate because you have people that are cheering you on all the time.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's what's fun about those dual teams. You can do well and your team can do bad and you can still feel good. Or you can do bad and your team can do well and you can still feel good. Or you can both do well and everybody's feeling good. So yeah, I really like doing the duels for that reason there. Do you do any weight training or any body weight training or anything like that yet? I mean, I know you're 12. You really aren't like
Last
in
year
high
we
school.
lift weights and stuff. We gotta get back on that, get muscles.
You want to get some muscles? Do you want to get muscles?
Yeah, I need some.
You need some? Let me see.
Because as I
Oh man, there you go. Little
I
baby
like-
chicken arms.
as I get older, the boys are gonna get stronger. And it's gonna get harder.
Yes, they are. They definitely are going to be getting bigger and stronger. What? Okay, so we're getting near the end of our thing here. So what I want you to do is, because some kids struggle with like the nerves before matches. Take me through what you are thinking in your head, and what do you do before your matches and leading up to your match? 15 minutes out, 5 minutes out, right before your match when you step on. Take me through what goes through Reanah Utterback's head.
Normally, I make sure I'm watching. Sometimes I don't pay attention and I miss when it pops up on the board or something.
That's gotta be nerve-wracking for you, because I'm like,
Where's she at?
yeah.
Oh, there she comes.
Running around. Where's she at? You see her?
Yeah. So make sure you're paying attention is the first thing. And then I normally do a couple sprints, like down and back, just to get warm, and then stretch out and everything, make sure I'm not tight.
Now, you one of those people that listen to music, or do you
Sometimes.
Sometimes you listen to music?
Sometimes.
And do you have your friends there not talking to you?
No.
Now, you like to be like all focused on what you're about to wrestle, or do you like to be more loose and laughing and not really worried about the match right before the match, or do you try to start thinking through the match before?
Both.
Yeah.
I think it depends on what the match is.
Yeah, I think it depends.
The bigger the match, the more you're focused, probably.
Yes.
This tends to be a thing. What does Reanah tell herself in her head before you get out there? The match is maybe second period of the match right before you, the third period, the clock's ticking down, you're about to get up, and the lady's calling you for your ankle band to tell you you're red or green. What do you tell yourself before you walk out on that match, or when you walk out there? What do you say?
Do the best you can possibly do.
Best you can do. Does your dad or anybody
Never
say
give
anything?
up.
Never give up. That's good. Don't want to quit. Anybody say anything to you that really motivates you, or what do you like to hear? You give anybody a high five?
Depends who it is. Sometimes, like with Dad, he just yells at me the whole time.
Yeah.
Just yells.
Do you hear him when you're out there on the mat?
Sometimes.
Before every match, what do? I look at you and say, hey, make sure you use your head.
Yeah. Oh, I do. Sometimes I don't use my head. Sometimes he screams at me and I can't tell what he says.
Who's more intense, your mom or your dad, at the matches when you're in a big match?
Oh, more intense?
Yeah.
I think it
if we were
depends.
videotaping from a distance, who would we want to put that video camera on, your mom or your dad?
Both of them.
Both of them.
Because this one likes to yell, jump, scream, and while you're wrestling, like if you're on doing something, they go like this with you. They lean with you. It's kind of funny.
They lean with you.
And then Mom likes to sit up there and videotape and scream and go like this the whole time, and her hand shakes.
You gotta shake the TV while you watch it.
Yeah. Try to get it coming out straight.
Nice. Well, that about concludes it. Is there anybody you'd like to thank? Some shout outs to maybe some people, your training partners or coaches, or anybody you'd like to say hi to, or anything like that? You don't have any friends?
No.
You don't say thank you to any of your coaches, thank you to your training partners, your
This
team,
one.
any of that
Thanks
one?
to
I like
this
how you
person.
refer to your dad as this one.
Yeah, this one. This one
All
right
right. What about you, Dad? Anything you want to say, or that maybe I forgot to ask her, or anything coming up?
I'm just looking forward to progressing and getting better and hopefully being on the world team. And
Right in there. You're in the right spot.
we'll see where it goes.
We got people behind us going in. So we'll call it the end of the night. Thank you, Reanah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shane. I appreciate it. Thank you at home. We'll catch you next time on the Shake Hands Podcast.